It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is this team's bruising running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Operating from the gun, Tucker. He finds his man, complete. That's Flores. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll run on first down. Carlson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Raiders defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tucker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Hill one more time. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. The numbers for Hill a week ago: 14 carries, 58 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They give it to Hill running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And they can't bring him down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It was 3rd and long, so he had to figure that the defense would be coming with extra pressure. Found a way to get away. He couldn't see the imaginary yellow line on the field, but he knew exactly where it was and found his way there for a first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another Las Vegas first down.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 30-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Carlson able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this pass caught by Gray. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. Tucker. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find Gray here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down. Tucker. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down. It's Carlson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Tucker. Over the middle, complete. That's Flores. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Off the play fake. Tucker. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Out of the gun is Minshew. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Here's Minshew. They shakes him off to the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now Minshew. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Tucker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carlson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Wow, this is searching for the first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. And now here come the Raiders. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Minshew sets to throw. Flushed out right. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where you see the final score there. Saquon Barkley, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Deontay Johnson, a good game there. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Bo Nix leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Hill. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now it's Martin. 6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this.
And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew, throw left side, taken in by Hill. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
In motion, the tight end. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This complete to Martin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carlson. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained,
so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys have now moved out in front.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Going quickly here to Thomas. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. A give up the gut to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. He'll look to throw. That is caught. Breaks through the contact. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Hill.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Madison running left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Alexander Madison, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun on 3rd down. Tucker able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Tucker. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
And a first down.
Looking to throw. Tucker. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Minshew.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Minshew.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain.
got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Now Minshew. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Carlson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Past the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays, and a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this to Myers. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you. But you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
That's caught by Myers. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for our visitors, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.